Welcome back to episode 5 of Desertopolis. In between videos, there were a few things I'd got on with, which I will get into now. But from the last video, I mentioned that I would get on with chicken breeding. And I did do quite a little bit of chicken breeding, as you can see over there. But now I've got a little time lapse of me doing that. So. That took some a lot of chicken breeding. I just have 2 gold chests, which is bigger than a double chest, of random chickens that I bred together. Well, not random. And then I've got a lot of 10-10-10 chickens here. This is the chest where I just put the 10-10-10s. And then this is just all of the chickens as they get slightly better from me breeding them together. The silicon chickens, I could just breed the 2 chickens together. Same with sand, cactus, glass, clay, leather. But getting the slime chicken and the dirt chicken proved to be a little tricky. What I did was using the catalog, you can actually purchase, using relic scrap, you can purchase the different dyed chickens. So I bought a brown chicken, which I then bred with a sand chicken to get a dirt chicken. That took a few tries, and then I had to breed it to get it to 10-10-10. And then I did the same with, I want to say, the green chicken. Yeah, the green chicken. And then, I can't remember what other chicken I bred with that. It might have been the clay or something, and then I got silicon. The silicon, I got slime. So now all of the drops from these chickens will go into this chest, but I've not given them any seeds yet. I'm thinking today of setting up a way of piping seeds into these little pots from behind here. But I also want to get into the new Mattercraft questline. I want to complete this questline today, or at least get all of the base resources I need for completing most of this. And then I can get crafting something else I want to work on with new Mattercraft, which I will get into shortly. But at the moment I'm working on getting an experienced chicken. I have one of them. The way you get that is breeding the slime chicken and the yellow dye chicken. Okay, let me just sleep so I can get rid of these phantoms. Anyway, as the phantom is burning to death, I'll talk about the experienced chicken I was trying to get. I've bred these quite a lot of times, the yellow chicken and the slime chicken, to try to get an experienced chicken. This one has grown up now, but I need to breed these again to get it. It is a chance. It's a very difficult chance, especially with the experienced chicken. And with this chicken, it drops solid experience orbs that will go into this chest once I've got it set up in the chicken stasis chamber. And from there, I have a better source of just getting XP. Right now I can't enchant, but I'm hoping to get diamonds very soon. I see it's on the quest line after the new Mattercraft one, Age of Diamonds. So I'm hoping to get some diamonds probably today, which will really progress me. Then I can make an enchantment table, start enchanting and getting better tools, maybe diamond ones. But what I've done using my tempad is created a little farm portal. So I utilized this space, and now I have a wheat farm down here, which it took a little bit of time to make, but it was not too bad at all, really. It definitely gets you a lot of wheat and seeds, and the seeds are what I need more than the wheat, really. Which is why in this video I would like to get onto new Mattercraft and make what I've looked at called the harvesting drone. You can insert in a charging station to install upgrades. But basically, an airborne robot which harvests any fully grown crop within a 17 by 17 by 17 area centered around the deployment position. When placed on an inventory, it will pick up a hoe and replant any crops that have been harvested. It requires a hoe to function. So the way you make this is using these turbine rotors, which is in Pneumaticraft, and then any kind of like plant, potato or anything like that. And then a compressed iron ingot, and then the turbine blades to make this. I'm hoping, we can get to the pressure chamber today. And then that'll be useful, maybe place it in the middle of here. Yeah, the cactus farm has been getting a lot of cactus. It did get 1,000 more than this, but I've been using that with the villagers because there's a trade where you can get the organic compost, which I want for rich soil because it makes the wheat grow faster. Anyway, I did a few other bits in between the video, which was I went back to where I had the Certus quartz growing, and what you can do with these Certus quartz buds, you can actually pick them up, which I wasn't aware of before. But there are a few different stages of Certus quartz buds, and you can upgrade these. There is a flawless budding Certus quartz, but that can only spawn naturally. The others you can technically craft. By getting the damaged budding Certus quartz, if you throw this with a charged Certus quartz, it will then level it up to chipped budding Certus quartz. And then if you do the same again, it will then go to flawed budding Certus quartz. You cannot get flawless from doing this, but it means that these budding Certus quartz diminish over time, so then it would go down to chipped again, it would go down to damaged. But as long as I get a charged Certus quartz from it, as long as I charge up Certus quartz, I can just level it back up, so then I can keep generating more Certus quartz, which is, what I'm thinking of doing, and getting a little growth accelerator. For the meantime, while I don't have a Certus chicken, there's certain chickens I'm not 100% sure how to get. Like I wanted a log chicken, but I don't think it spawns in this version, like Desertopolis, so I'm not entirely sure how I would go about getting it. One of the things I did was get this trophy from going to the rest of the pyramids I had available on my map. There are 6 on the map. I'd already done 1, so I went around and completed 5 more. A few weird things happened there. Just trying to get through most of these pyramids. It was difficult. I did die quite a few times, but then I just went back and tried it again. This is basically all the good stuff that I got, really, which I'm quite happy with. It's all quite useful. A lot of books. That Curse of Binding book is not exactly great, but I just put all of the good loot in here, so I could show you. But I got a few of these tempads for whatever reason. There's unfortunately many tempads that I now have, which is fine, but I don't really need any of these. These ones say they have a cooldown, so not really sure I'd want that. But very useful in case I lose mine. But I don't really need that right now. I did get a lot of these kind of lockets, these relics and things like that. I got a few of the holy lockets. I got some of these, they're called spatial signs. And the way this works is I could run over here, and then if I right click with this, it will take me back for like 2.5 seconds, I think, from where I just was. So that could be useful in some scenarios. I don't really think I'm going to have much use for it now. But still fun to have. If I can ever find a good use for it, then I will. I got some more of the roller skates. Obviously a bunch of the holy lockets. I then also got this space dissector, which if you right click looking far away, it opens this little gate, and then wherever you let go of the right click pointing, it creates this little portal which will just quite fast shoot you over there. I don't think you can go back through it, which is very useful because you can also transport creatures through it. And like with all the other relics, you can upgrade this, so the distance can be upgraded. It's quite low now. The portal lifetime doesn't matter that much, but yeah, it's quite low now. But being able to upgrade that, to, I'm hoping like 50 meters or something would be very useful. It's good for getting up mountains, things like that. I could use it to get on top of like this base, but that's not that useful, and you do take full damage if you leave that much of a drop. But yeah, I found that cool as well. I did a few upgrades in my backpack. I've got a feeding upgrade, as you can see and just heard by that sound, where you can select different foods and then put them in your inventory, and it will automatically feed you, which is very useful. Also put a crafting table upgrade in there, which this backpack is phenomenal. It's so good. And then a stack upgrade tier 2, which just means I can fit 4 stacks of an item in one slot. But anyway, moving on, let's get into pneumaticraft. Compressed iron ingot is the first. Crouch right click on a block of iron with an entropy manipulator to obtain compressed iron. That seems easy enough. If we grab a singular block of iron, well, I'm probably going to need more than that, but for now that is fine. And then we will, did they say shift right click? Oh no. Ow. I just made scorched iron. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, shift right click. And we've got ourselves, oh, that only got 3 compressed iron. I guess that makes a lot of sense. We'll do that a few times to get a little bit more compressed iron. And there we go, we have 12. And we'll look back at the quests. So, from here we can go, I'll probably go into the pressure tube part. Used to move pressure from one place to another. This will be good for the pressure chamber, which is what I'm assuming we are going to be working towards making. Glass is now easy enough to get. There we go, 8 pressure tubes, that was actually fairly cheap. Completed that as well. And then the air compressor, a basic way to generate pressure. This will be, this is the main brain of our system. How to get reinforced bricks. Okay, so I had a look, and this can be made with stone and compressed iron. We'll make 16 of these right now. But yeah, one of the things I had a look at is you can put this reinforced stone in a resource generator. And when I was in the pyramids, I got many resource generators, so we'll quickly grab one of those. And then I'll put the obsidian on there in a bit, but I'll just quickly grab a drawer, which I have now, and we'll just slowly start producing some more of the resources. I'll put a gold block on top. I think that speeds it up. It should be easy enough. I think it only takes a few seconds to get some. Yeah, there we go. That will get some passive reinforced stone. From there, we'll make the air compressor, which is easy enough if we get ourselves a singular furnace. And there you have it, the air compressor. So we have these sorted out. And from there, refinery. Use with the refinery controller, placing 4 of these on top of a controller to get all 4 different fluids when refining oil. That is easy enough to make. I will do that momentarily. The refinery one. I think we'll do the pressure chamber. I'm not sure what I can do with oil. Maybe it's a source of power. Stores the output fluid just produced. Used to convert oil into gasoline, kerosene, LPG, and diesel. Actually, I will need to use that as fuel, but I think I'll quickly look at the pressure chamber wall, which looks easy enough, just using reinforced brick. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just make some pressure chamber walls, and then I'll get these refinery parts made. Looks easy enough. I might need to make a little bit more compressed iron, but that shouldn't be very difficult. So I'll get these things made up. Okay, so I've just made a bunch of the blocks I need for the pressure chamber. I've got it all laid out nicely in this chest, and I've also made it for the refinery, the oil refinery. I cleared out the space for the sieves. I put it in my system. I will replace it, but for now it's not exactly necessary. I am going to create like a new space somewhere probably, maybe in between videos, something like that. But I think first we will get into making this pressure chamber, which, where would I like it? I think I will put it here. So let's break this chest, and then we will start by having the pressure chamber with a 3x3 space at the bottom, solid, but there will be an air block in the middle, and we'll place one in each corner. You need 2 pressure chamber interfaces. This is so you can access the chamber. I realize I'll put the pressure chamber valve that side, and then that is what we link the air compressor up to, and then you leave one single block in the middle, and there you go, it created the pressure chamber. So from here, these 2 sides need to be configured. So what I've got is the pneumaticraft wrench, and if I just right click, you'll see there is this O on there, a yellow O, and basically there's 2 different sides, an O and an I. If I turn this one, that line is the I, and that is import and export. I can't remember which one's which. Export. This should be export, and this should be the import. So I pump the items in through here. You can only use pipes, you can't place them in, and the items will pump out of here into probably a chest, something like that. And then the way I will link this up is, I think I'll place down a pressure chamber wall, raise that up by 1, grab a pressure tube, and now this is linked. I don't need to keep that block there, but for now I will. If I quickly grab some coal, okay, now with this coal I will place it inside of the air compressor. As you see, it says redstone settings prevent this machine running. So I have placed this machine down before, and I set it to high signal, just to see how it works. And basically, as a bit of a safety, I put the high signal on, so I can just switch this lever off and it will stop the pressure chamber going up in pressure, because when it gets to 5 it will explode, because that is the maximum it can safely have. Hence why you've got this gauge in here with it going up to 5 and then being read past that. So this is going to put pressure into this chamber. Thankfully I don't need to break open this chamber. That would release a lot of the air, so I want to make sure this chamber doesn't go up to 5 bar and this air compressor does not go up to 5 bar, otherwise it's not exactly going to be fun, and I'm going to have to keep replacing one of these 2 bits, either the pressure chamber valve or the air compressor, which does not sound like fun. So while this is just ticking up in pressure, we'll take a look at the refinery controller. Now, one of the bits I've seen, I think I'll probably place it here. So apparently you place each of the tanks on top, which is not going to be fun, but we'll just jump down. And then from this, you need to make sure all the sides are covered. I don't think every side has to be heated, but as long as it's covered, it then won't let out heat. Like this warning, poorly insulated, 17 of the 24 block faces are exposed to the air, which wastes heat. Ensure no neighboring blocks are air blocks to insulate the machine for better performance. Which is why the underside of each block is touching each other and the top side of most of them. So yeah, I need to get just some kind of insulating block, or any block to do it, and then something else where I can put heat, which is where these heat pipes come in, which you can place against the sides of this refinery. Now you'll see 13 of the 24 block faces are exposed. These do stop these faces from being exposed, and this is a better way and a cheaper way than using compressed iron, which you could use, which is a good insulator. This is a cheaper way of keeping heat in, so there's more fuel efficiency. What I will probably use is some reinforced stone, but I went ahead and got some crude oil, and I don't have the bucket on me right now, but I'll try and show proof of concept here. So I'll place some inside. It needs to be kept at a temperature of 100 degrees. So if we place down some sort of heating block, which is good why I have this scorching iron block from before, and then as you'll see, the temperature is rising, and right now it's going above 130, yeah, 140, maybe to 150, and then this block over a little bit of time is going to lose that heat, but these pipes will distribute the heat much better than this one scorching iron block on its own. So it should keep the temperature for longer than before. Warnings, the rest is poorly conducted, but this doesn't matter. The iron block just turns back into the scorching iron block just turns back into a regular iron block, so I can reheat it again, but I do need to get a better source. This is still losing heat, but I think if I didn't have these heat pipes, it would not conduct nearly as well. I'm just going to put that to the test with placing down this iron block right next to it. It's not exactly a fair test because all the other blocks are exposed, but it does make the temperature go up quite fast, which is burning through that oil. The temperature right now is actually higher than it was before. I'm not sure why. These heat pipes are meant to insulate it. Yeah, which they should do. But yeah, they will definitely be more of a use in the future. This did make the temperature go up to 209, and it hasn't even lost it. I'm not sure why that is. But yeah, my plan is, there we go, it's now lost it. It did lose it, I think, a little faster, and the heat is dropping down much quicker. It doesn't go up as high with the heat pipes, but I think it holds the heat in slightly better, which is definitely what I want. And I will provide more heat. I'll have a look at a way of providing more heat to it. Now the pressure chamber is almost at the pressure we need it with this, and of course I do need to keep an eye on it so it does not explode. It's not fun. I'm going to get some pipes and a chest and link up the input and output of this machine, and then I'm just going to build a little casing around this for now. Okay, so I have just placed down the item pipes with the chest, importing and exporting. I'll work on that in a sec. But yeah, now the pressure is about at what we want it to be. So if I place in 1 gold and 2 redstone, this should get us a propeller of some kind. I think it's the turbine. Yes, the turbine blade. And then from there I can make the turbine rotor. And we got ourselves 1 turbine blade. So if I then do this again, 1 more gold and 2 redstone. There we go, it's taken that in. And the pressure, I think, would go down. Yeah, it does go down slightly when the machine gets used. But this got us 1 turbine blade and then the 2nd turbine blade. Which is exactly what we need. I will turn this off soon because I do not need it getting that high. Especially, yeah, once I've gotten these bits that I need. Yeah, so we'll just put 3 gold in, and then we'll put 6 redstone, and that'll get us another set of 3. And we have 3 so far. That'll get us another set of 3. This harvesting drone needs needs 4. So, and then 12 redstone. It should get us. Yeah, we now have 5 turbine blades. I think it's working quicker the more I put in there. But if we were to build this pressure chamber bigger, because this is a customizable multi-block, then it would take a little bit more to fill up. It might have more space for pressure. I think maybe this pressure valve changes that. So if I added a 2nd valve, it might add the ability to have more bars of pressure inside this machine. But I could make it like, I'm not sure the biggest size, maybe like a 5x5, because right now it's a 3x3 by 3. But yeah, maybe it could be a 5x5x5, and then it would, I think, be able to do it quicker or do them. Not more efficiently, just maybe, yeah, I'm thinking faster or more at the same time, therefore it would be quicker. Which would indeed be very useful. And the reason it shouldn't work now is because the pressure has dropped below what I need it to be. But it has already made what I need. As you can see, yeah, I only need, no, I actually need more than 12. Yeah, I think it should be holding in the inventory right now. It's gone up to 3 bar again. So hopefully this would make the next one that I need. Actually, I forgot to mention the crucial thing that this does, the very useful thing that this does, where before I was turning a block of iron into 3 compressed iron ingots. If I put in 1 piece of iron, that will turn into 1 compressed ingot, so I'm not wasting 6 compressed iron. That is a creeper. I did not expect that. Well, I'm glad I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. I could have ended poorly. And these spiders seem to keep crawling over the wall. This is not exactly the most fortified castle. Maybe I could make some sort of funny moat to go around. And maybe like drawbridge, if that's possible. That could be a bit of fun. But yeah, that made all 12 of that iron into compressed iron. Or 16 I put in. But yeah, that made it all very quickly. Which is exactly what I want. So I'm just going to put a whole stack in and let this machine run for now. I'll keep an eye on it so it doesn't... That spider is just crawling up the wall. But yeah, I will leave this running and I'll keep an eye on it. And then it should make it so that I get plenty of compressed iron without any loss. Okay, so... Don't know why I have the wooden bolt. Yeah, I've created this little block, tall rectangular block with pressure chamber wall, and I've made some more heat pipes which are under this as well and that are linked to the top. I need one more, but I need some more of this compressed iron, which I've just got quite a bit of. And if I heat up these blocks of iron, nope, I pressed the wrong thing. If I heat up these blocks of iron, it should transfer heat around each side, which does mean that it will be less, it won't get as hot, but it should get hot enough that it actually produces it. And I'm hoping it holds that heat longer, because wasted heat would it just be getting really, really hot. I don't need it to get that hot, because I don't actually, I think if it's hotter it does work quicker, and so far it has gotten hotter than it did before. I just yeah, I might need to... I'll leave that bucket in there. I might need to keep heating these up, but yeah, the corner of these has gotten really hot, each one of the heat pipes. And then if I just keep tapping these when I need to, I don't know how to make this automatically keep the heat that I want it at, but this right now, when I just heat it up, will get me some diesel, some kerosene, some gasoline, and some LPG. Now that is very good, because what I've taken a look at is with this diesel, if I take some diesel and some redstone and I put it inside of the mixer, so if I go lubricant, inside of the thermo-pneumatic processing plant, if I mix diesel and redstone dust, I get some lubricant, and with 1 bucket of this lubricant, I can make speed upgrades. Yeah, with 1 bucket, I can make a singular speed upgrade, and this is very useful for the harvesting drone. It will be useful for that, and for these air compressors. I've had to add a second air compressor. I'm not sure if it's doing anything though. But yeah, I'm trying to, because the pressure is not enough. It's still not enough for the compressed iron that I'm making. It might be because of the size of this chamber, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just going very slowly, so I need it to be able to produce it faster. So making a speed upgrade will be very useful, and being able to produce the oil here is exactly what I need. I realize that is enough turbine blades to be able to make 4 of these turbine rotors. And then there we go, we get 4 turbine rotor. And from there, yeah, that should be the quest complete now. It is indeed the turbine rotor. It didn't really come up, but yeah, the turbine rotor. And the next thing it wants me to make is the fluid mixer, which are 3 small tanks, 1 pressure tube, and 2 reinforced brick wall. That will be easily possible. So if I bookmark this fluid mixer, I will go ahead and make that. But then one of the things I do want to make is this harvesting drone. And then it seems like it might need a charging station to give it upgrades and probably to charge it with the pressure that I need to. So that should be good now if I make one more of these turbine rotors, and then I should be able to make a fluid mixer and the harvesting drone. Okay, so I have 3 more turbine blades. Perfect. And then I've got the rest of the parts for this fluid mixer, and there we go, we now have the fluid mixer. And then we completed the quest. And then we have these 2 other quests. So a whetstone, dripstone, using... Okay, here we go. In the pressure chamber, if I put a bucket of water and a compressed stone, there we go, we have ourselves 1 dripstone. Okay, the pressure is at 5. Please stop. Machine. Let's let all the pressure out. Okay, yeah, I was very worried that was going to explode. But thankfully I stopped it. Yeah, that was just a better idea, to let some of the pressure out. Otherwise that would not have been good. There we go, so that is the rest of the oil done. And now we have made the dripstone. And from there, I need to make a fluid generator. Or it's like a resource generator too, but for fluids. Can be upgraded with speed blocks, like the gold, like the obsidian, which will speed it up nicely. And then if we take a look and see what we need for this fluid generator, we need, I need 6 dripstone. Okay, I realize what I can do, which is place down another one of these resource generators, which I'll quickly do, and then I can put a dripstone on top of it. Okay, that is the dripstone set up, and that should produce a decent rate like the rest. I really need to get things sorted and make them a little more compact. Just have a better place for, like, maybe I don't need this chicken area to be quite this big. Maybe I could put the sieves here. But this is a good amount of space that I have, but I think I'm going to need like a second floor underneath. But yeah, actually it's good that I've come down to my farm, because the next bit is setting up this harvesting drone. Now I have enough turbine rotors for it, so I'm going to have to quickly jump up there, back up. There we go. And, oh yeah, I should mention, one of the things I can do is I can get one favorite, which I've favorited as my home, and then I bound the second button of that just to another button on my keyboard, and I can just open up the home portal straight away. Well, infinite times, which is kind of fun if I just hold it down. Which I really do quite like. It's good if I need to get out of a situation fast. So that's exactly what I used it for when I was at the pyramid. It did not work all the time because sometimes there were so many mobs that stopped me from getting out, which was not fun. But I enjoy going through this pyramids. I love doing the exploration part of this. But yeah, from here now I should be able to just get like a seed or maybe a piece of wheat. And there we go, we have ourselves the harvesting drone. Now with this harvesting drone, I think I might need a charging station to go with it. Let's see. Charging station. This machine is used to discharge items which operate on pneumatic power, e.g. drones, pneumatic wrenches, and the vortex cannon. Let's see. That is very easy to make. I'm sure I can make this. If I just get myself a little bit of clay and smelt that down. And I should be able to make the charging station. With this, I have a third generator, air compressor, and I'll just quickly set it up. I won't set it up there. I'm not going to be keeping it here, I'm just going to be having a look at how it works. So if I place down the compressor, just grab a stack of coal, which is very easy to get. Apparently with the that machine there, the oil refinery, you can have an automatic way of making coal, so I think it doesn't want me to be able to use a coal chicken, which is fine. But yeah, that'll be something I can do. Oh, I can see my armor. That's strange, but it's cool enough. So if I place the drone inside here, I can manage upgrades for it, which I might do as a tiny little drone. And yeah, this should be able to work in a 17 by 17. I think it needs a hoe, is what it said to start. So if we just grab some iron, and we'll just make a simple iron hoe. There we go. And if I place this, no, that's in my inventory. I could have a look at how I do that. Okay, so I've taken a look at how this harvesting drone works, and what I can do is right click the drone on an inventory that has a hoe inside of it, and then what that drone will do is in a 17 by 17 area, it will harvest and replant. Because of the hoe, it will replant any crops. So we'll put the hoe inside of there. With this harvesting drone, I should be able to right click it and it will go out. This can take full damage, so I need to make sure it doesn't get hurt. And it should go around just harvesting everything. Now what it doesn't do is it does not pick up any of the wheat. So I need to find a way of collecting this wheat, which means there might be a second drone which is possible at collecting things. Maybe the logistics drone, I'm not sure, or the collector drone. I have a feeling probably does that, which will be something I also set up as well, because that'll be very useful. Now I'm hoping this comes back when it's low on air, because right now it's just dropping wheat as it goes around so fast. Looks so cute. It's just, oh no, I accidentally stepped on some of it, and the hoe is in my inventory. But yeah, it will just fly around, getting all of the wheat. And I think, oh, I don't want to hurt it actually. How do I pick this up? Currently it's stopped, and I'm not sure why. It's just floating mid-air. So I'll have to quickly pick up all this wheat, and then I also do want to set up this collection drone, or I'll have a look if there is a better way of doing it. But yeah, I'm not sure why it won't go anymore. It's just yeah, it's got a little hoe underneath. It's a little flying bug. But yeah, I'll try to sort this thing out. There we go. And then 4 turbine rotors around a singular hopper will get us the collector drone. So now I'll head down to the farm, and here we go. I've set up an air compressor, and I've set up a second charging station, which can go right there. We will then place down the collector drone next to this, put some coal inside, set this to high, which I already have. Yeah, I just stole the drone from stole the air compressor from the one I had previously, powering the pressure chamber, because I don't think 2 sped it up very much. So yeah, now this drone, oh, there's a lot of pressure in here. Yeah, this drone is filling up with pressure nicely, and then the collection one I want to be able to test as well. So for some reason this warning keeps flicking on and off, but what I'm going to let these machines do is fill up with enough pressure. Well, actually, while I'm waiting for those machines to fill up, I will take the dripstone and I will make the fluid generator. Now with this fluid generator, which has just means we have completed this. Nope, we have not, because I forgot I had this side. Anyway, that's fine. But now with this fluid generator, I'll take a look at what it does, and we can generate water, crude oil, and lava. Now the way we do this, I assume, is similar to how we did everything before, but now instead I have to make sure the fluid stays above and we'll generate it. And I'm assuming it has to go into a tank instead, not this inventory, which is fine. So if I'll do lava to start, just because it is it's something that I need as well. It's a good heat source, which might mean I can automate the heat source from before. I can automate this machine. So if we grab a bucket, which I do not have in my inventory, I think I have a lava bucket in here. I do indeed, and we'll just do it in the center somewhere. So okay, there we go. That is now all blue, so with lava above. So if I grab a tank, which I have, actually I'll get a fresh tank, and we have this one over here. This doesn't hold much, but that is fine. We'll place this underneath, and I would hope that this would slowly, and it does, it slowly generates lava. And I think yeah, next time, yeah, definitely next time I'll be getting onto diamonds finally, unlocking all the materials I need. And I think that is when I want to... Oh wait, no, it suggests the nether down there, so I'll wait for that. But yeah, I'll be able to get into this quest line next time, get some proper machines set up, and I'll probably have like a nice space set up. Go with a bit more of a different theme, maybe a factory theme. But what I will now do, hopefully those machines have filled up enough where I can have a look at how they would work. So if I grab out the drone, which does have enough pressure for now, not a lot, it did lose a lot of pressure, and we'll take this one out. The pressure has built up in both machines to about the same. So if I right click on there, it should take the hoe. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. It's going. And then if I right click on the inventory with the collector drone, I would hope... I don't know if it can actually be connected to the same inventory, which by the looks of it, it cannot. So what I will do is instead, I will break this drone. I'll quickly grab a chest. Okay, so place down the gold chest, and then we will right click on the collector drone, and now it should collect everything around here. I might need to get an inventory... Oh no, I don't know how that happened. I might need to get an inventory improvement on there. I don't know how that happened. I didn't realize it was still going up. But yeah, it will just deposit the wheat and the seeds that I need. But yeah, unfortunately now I have to make a new air compressor. We'll make a new gate here. But I think that is something I'll start on next time as well. Refine that system slightly. But we've set up the gas, the pressure chamber, and the refinery, and we've now got lava generation. And then I'll just finish off the last quest next time of this one, which should be easy enough. And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and leave a like if you did.